In the history of science stories and questionable theories, the concept of time travel has always captivated the imaginations for centuries. Imagine a world where time travel is not just a figment of fiction, but a tangible reality. Now, the man who claimed he built a time machine suddenly vanished, but now he's reappeared years later. But is time travel truly achievable? And what secret knowledge about our universe could he have returned with? Join us as we delve into the 10 unusual cases of men who claim to have constructed a time machine only to vanish suddenly and reappear years later. Number 10. The news headline from 11 years in the future. In the vibrant yet tumultuous 1930s Germany, the Hague shipyard stood as a colossus of industrial might. Amid the cacophony of metalwork and the hustle of labor, its towering cranes pierced the sky, casting vast shadows over the workers below. Plumes of smoke from the stacks painted the sky in shades of gray, a stark reminder of the era's industrial fervor. As Hutton and Brandt navigated the labyrinth of machinery and steel, they felt minuscule, overwhelmed by the sheer scale and intensity of their environment. The air around them seemed charged with a palpable sense of anticipation, vibrating with secrets yet to be unveiled. Their footsteps resonated on the concrete, contrasting sharply with the soft glow of sunlight filtering through the dust-covered windows. Each metallic clang and hiss of steam whispered tales of a realm beyond ordinary understanding, a place where time itself might follow an unfamiliar rhythm. Beyond the confines of the shipyard, the atmosphere was tense, as if the world was holding its breath in anticipation of the coming storm. The distant sounds of thunder mingled with the sporadic crackle of gunfire, creating a symphony of chaos and confusion. Yet, amidst the turmoil, there were fleeting moments of surreal peace. The solitary cry of a seagull overhead mourned the lives lost to war's devastation. The mingling scents of the ocean and smoke crafted an intoxicating blend that haunted Hutton and Brandt long after they had escaped the scene. As they retreated from the fray, the landscape seemed to warp around them, buildings and structures blurring into indistinct shapes, their outlines softened by time's relentless march. It was as though the world itself paused, awaiting a mysterious force to cast its spell and alter the fabric of reality. In the years that followed, the tale of Hutton and Brandt would evolve into legend, whispered about by those who dared to embrace the unthinkable. Amidst skepticism and disbelief, a sliver of truth persisted, a truth so profound it challenged our very understanding of the universe. Number 9. The Time Traveler from 2030. In 2018, the story of a man named Noah, claiming to be a time traveler from 2030, captured the public's attention. According to Noah, he was part of a secret government task force sent back in time to counteract a Mexican drug cartel. An error by a team member reportedly led to their mission's failure, leaving Noah stranded in 2018. Noah shared tantalizing details about the future, igniting widespread fascination. Among his boldest claims was the prediction that Yolanda Renee King, Martin Luther King Jr.'s granddaughter, would become president of the United States. He also confidently predicted Donald Trump's re-election, yet intriguingly left the identity of Trump's successor a mystery. The authenticity of Noah's predictions, including the presidential prospects of Yolanda King, stirs curiosity and debate about what the future might hold. Additionally, Noah touched on the potential for genetic modifications in unborn babies to prevent diseases and customize physical traits, presenting a future where such advancements could lead to healthier generations and personalized appearances. Noah's vision extended to social media, predicting the decline of Instagram while foreseeing the continued success of Facebook and Snapchat, suggesting a dynamic shift in online social interactions. Furthermore, he ventured into the realm of space colonization, with Mars possibly serving as a new frontier for human habitation, adding an exhilarating dimension to the prospects of space exploration. Perhaps one of the most fascinating aspects of Noah's tale is his claim of an anti-aging pill that he used, purportedly halting his aging process and preserving his youth at the age of 50. This notion tantalizes with the possibilities of medical advancements and the quest for longevity. Noah also ventured predictions on geopolitical dynamics, including tensions between South Korea and the United States and the passing of Queen Elizabeth. Whether Noah's account is a glimpse into a real future or merely the product of a rich imagination, his story provides a compelling canvas for speculation and wonder about the possibilities that lie ahead. Number 8. Victor Goddard's trip to a parallel universe. In the vibrant year of 1935, Sir Victor Goddard, a distinguished air marshal celebrated for his aerial exploits, embarked on what seemed a standard reconnaissance mission. Little did he know, this flight over the Scottish countryside, a breathtaking mosaic of verdant fields and woodlands, would veer into the realms of the extraordinary. Goddard's objective was to survey a derelict airbase near Drem, just outside Edinburgh. Once a beehive of wartime activity, the site had since succumbed to neglect, its structures dilapidated, and nature reclaiming its dominion. As Goddard neared, a sense of foreboding washed over him at the sight of the desolation. However, as he prepared to scrutinize the airbase, Goddard was engulfed by a sudden, ferocious storm. The skies darkened, and violent winds threatened his safety, compelling him to consider retreat. But as quickly as the tempest had arisen, it vanished, leaving behind an azure sky and dazzling sunlight. To Goddard's astonishment, the airbase transformed before his eyes. The decay had vanished, replaced by a scene of vigorous activity. Mechanics bustled around, attending to sleek, silver aircraft unlike any Goddard had ever seen, their designs futuristic, with elongated wings gleaming in the sun. The base itself had morphed into a testament to modernity and human ingenuity. Despite the evidence of his senses, Goddard was convinced it was still 1935. This remarkable vision, a fleeting glimpse into what seemed another time, solidified in his mind a narrative destined to captivate for ages. Number 7. The Moberly-Jordan Incident. Among the myriad tales of time travel, the Moberly-Jordan incident at the Palace of Versailles distinguishes itself with its intricate details and lingering enigma. On a balmy August day in 1901, Charlotte and Moberly and Eleanor Jordan, two intrepid British women, explored the opulent Versailles in France. Charlotte, an academic with a zest for adventure, and Eleanor, her inquisitive companion, were far from mere tourists as they wandered into the Petit Trianon, a secluded mansion on the palace grounds. Little did they know, their leisurely walk was about to become a voyage through time. As they delved deeper, the atmosphere thickened, heavy with the imprint of centuries past. The vibrant gardens of the Petit Trianon morphed before their eyes, revealing scenes from the late 18th century, complete with aristocrats in period garb and echoes of bygone conversations. Among these spectral figures, they spotted someone who bore an uncanny resemblance to Marie Antoinette, adding a surreal layer to their experience. But it wasn't merely the visual spectacle that captivated them. It was the air itself, laden with a sense of foreboding and the whispers of history. The architecture around them appeared anomalously ancient, and voices from another era seemed to drift in the breeze, enveloping them in a mystery that defied explanation. Theories abound regarding the nature of their experience. Some speculate it was a collective hallucination, a psychological response to the historical ambience. Others entertain the possibility of a time slip, a temporary tear in the continuum that allowed them a glimpse into the past. Despite skepticism and debate, the Moberly-Jordan incident continues to fascinate, fueling novels, films, and discussions about the mysteries of time and reality. While it may not serve as definitive evidence of time travel, the legacy of their experience stands as a testament to the unending quest for knowledge and the limitless power of the human imagination. Number 6. The Curious Case of John Titor. Amid the vast collection of alleged time travel stories, one stands out with its enthralling narrative, the intriguing saga of John Titor. This tale took the early internet by storm around 2000, weaving through the mysteries of online forums with claims of revealing our future. John Titor, introducing himself as a soldier from 2036, disclosed his involvement in a clandestine government project. His mission was extraordinary: to procure an IBM 5100 computer from 1975 to fix aging computer codes. Titor's journey into public consciousness began with faxes to Art Bell's coast-to-coast AM radio show, eventually finding a stronghold within the internet's nooks. Engaging with the intrigued online community, he provided glimpses into a drastically altered future. According to him, the United States was fragmented into 5 regions, the scars of global conflicts marred the planet, and societies embraced a simpler, localized way of life. Remarkably, he shared detailed schematics of his purported time machine, ingeniously hidden inside a 1967 Chevrolet. What distinguished Titor's account was his elaborate explanation of time travel, describing it as navigation through various world lines rather than a single, linear timeline. This concept allowed for discrepancies in his predictions. Despite the ominous overtones, he depicted a future marked by enhanced communal ties, reduced reliance on technology, and a revival of craftsmanship and personal connections. Yet, Titor's narrative wasn't without its discrepancies. His forewarned American Civil War by 2004 never occurred, and the unique capabilities of the IBM 5100 he mentioned went unproven. In 2001, he abruptly ceased his internet activity, announcing a return to his era. Attempts to unravel his online identity led to the enigmatic John Titor Foundation, shrouded in mystery. Despite these uncertainties, Titor's tale endures as an enthralling piece of internet folklore, inspiring numerous books and websites dedicated to deciphering its secrets. The story of John Titor stands as one of the most detailed and captivating assertions of time travel within the digital realm. Now it's time for today's subscriber pick. Elias Hawthorne, a name once shrouded in the enigmatic tales of Willowbrook, a picturesque town nestled among rolling hills and verdant forests, became synonymous with mystery and intrigue. Known as a recluse, Elias's claim of constructing a time machine branded him a madman to some and a visionary to others. As years passed, the whispers of his eccentricities and time travel tales faded into the backdrop of Willowbrook's daily life until a stunning evening sky of crimson and gold heralded his unexpected return. The town buzzed with rumors, with speculation rife about the realms Elias might have traversed. Had he conquered the bounds of time, or had darker forces whisked him away and returned him to their midst? Elias, maintaining an enigmatic silence, neither confirmed nor denied the wild conjectures about his disappearance or his sudden reappearance. Finally, amidst a crescendo of whispers and conjectures, Elias stepped into the light of the town square, his gaze imbued with an otherworldly wisdom, his voice resonating with the depth of untold secrets. He spoke of his journeys through time's vast corridors, of witnessing indescribable wonders and unspeakable horrors. He proclaimed time to be an unyielding river, and though he had ventured to its distant shores, he affirmed his return to the present, where his destiny awaited. The townspeople, captivated by his narrative, found themselves ensnared in the web of his storytelling, pondering the enigma that Elias represented. But no sooner had he shared his tale than he vanished into the ether, leaving Willowbrook enveloped in a cloud of bewilderment and speculation. Time marched on, and Elias Hawthorne's presence became nothing more than a whisper on the wind. Some theorized he had transcended to a higher realm, while others believed he dissolved into the mists of time. Yet, the legend of Elias Hawthorne grew, his story a beacon for dreamers and believers in the impossible. His legacy, a testament to the boundless potential of belief and the human imagination, continues to inspire those who dare to contemplate the unexplored frontiers of time and existence. Elias Hawthorne, whether myth or man, remains a symbol of the enduring allure of the unknown and the timeless quest for understanding beyond the confines of our reality. Number 5. The disappearance of Mike Markham. In the spring of 1995, a young 21-year-old electrical engineering student named Mike Markham set out to achieve an extraordinary goal: to build a time machine in his backyard in Stanberry, Missouri. With limited resources at his disposal, Mike had to be inventive, driven by the practical goal of obtaining future lottery numbers. Using a compact disc laser to reduce air resistance between two poles, he created a continuous arc, which unexpectedly produced a heat mark resembling a vortex. Curiosity piqued, Mike experimented by tossing a metal screw into the anomaly, watching in awe as it seemingly teleported a short distance away. Despite this intriguing result, Mike encountered a hurdle. The CD laser required more power than anticipated, leading to a fiery mishap. Unfazed, Mike planned a second attempt, this time needing powerful transformers that were prohibitively expensive. In a dubious move, he resorted to stealing 6 hefty transformers, each weighing 300 pounds, from a local facility, though the means of their transport remains a mystery. His endeavor, however, led to a neighborhood blackout and subsequent arrest for theft. At his trial, Mike unveiled his ambitious project, hoping for understanding or support. Instead, the judge deemed him mentally unstable, sentencing him to a mere 2 months in jail. Nevertheless, Mike's story captured the public's imagination, earning him a spot on Art Bell's Coast to Coast AM radio show. There, despite Bell's caution, Mike voiced his continued commitment to his project, seeking legitimate funding but earning the moniker of a madman and a mixed following. Critics labeled his endeavors a farce, and Mike eventually receded from the public eye. However, a chilling twist emerged. A radio caller suggested a grim end for Mike, referencing a body found in the 1930s with similarities to Mike and an anachronistic object resembling a cell phone. Speculation about Mike's fate swirled, with rumors of a move to Hawaii amid financial struggles, but the truth remains elusive. Mike Markham's legend endures, a testament to the enigma of time and human ambition. Number 4. Elsie's drive back into the past in 1988. In an intriguing narrative featured in Strange Magazine 2, penned by Ken Emo, the peculiar experience of a man referred to only as Elsie is detailed. The event took place in 1969, as Elsie and his associate, Bob, were driving along Highway 161 towards Lafayette's oil center city after dining in the quaint town of Abbeville, located in southwest Louisiana, USA. It was the afternoon of October 20th, a day marked by clear skies and a gentle breeze. Around 30 minutes past 1, their journey took an unexpected turn when they encountered an automobile that seemed to have been transported from a previous era. This car, despite its antiquated design, shone as if it were brand new. Its most striking feature was the vivid orange license plate marked with the year 1940, an oddity given that such vintage cars were seldom seen outside parade contexts. Elsie and Bob's curiosity peaked when they observed the car's occupants, a young woman donning 1940s attire, complete with a hat and fur coat, and a child bundled in warm clothes. Their intrigue quickly morphed into concern upon noticing the woman's visible distress, her complexion pale with fear. Despite Elsie's attempts to offer help, the woman seemed disconnected, unable to acknowledge their presence or communicate her distress. The situation escalated when the woman eventually pulled over. Elsie and Bob did the same, eager to assist. However, in a bewildering twist, the car and its passengers vanished without a trace, leaving Elsie and Bob in utter disbelief. Their astonishment was further amplified when they witnessed another vehicle, distinctly modern, interact with the phantom car, causing both to stop abruptly, only for the old car to disappear once more. This series of inexplicable events was also observed by a third passerby, who encouraged Elsie and Bob to report the incident to the authorities. Despite exchanging contact information with this third witness, Elsie and Bob were reluctant to involve the police, daunted by the prospect of explaining such a fantastical occurrence. Left with a profound sense of bewilderment and no tangible explanation for what they had witnessed, Elsie and Bob continued on their way, the memory of that day lingering as a perplexing anomaly in their lives. Number 3. The mysterious case of Thomas Johnson. In the heart of 1912, nestled within the bustling outskirts of New York City, lived a young lad named Thomas Johnson. At the tender age of 10, Thomas's world was the sprawling farmlands his family owned, a landscape punctuated by a serene yet mysterious lake. This lake, shrouded in silence and secrets, was destined to cast a shadow of grief over the Johnson family. Thomas reveled in the joy of farm life, cherishing moments with his comrades, yet a solemn caution lingered, a directive from his father to avoid the enigmatic lake. His father's apprehension wasn't born of disdain but from a deep-seated suspicion, a belief in the lake's ability to claim those who dared too near its embrace. Yet curiosity often prevails over caution. Disregarding his father's advice, Thomas, fueled by an insatiable curiosity, approached the lake, his friends in tow, inching towards the mystery that beckoned. Suddenly, a whirlpool disrupted the placid surface, captivating the children. Driven by excitement, Thomas edged closer, only for the whirlpool to envelop him, leaving his companions in sheer terror. They hastily sought help, but upon return, Thomas had disappeared into the lake's cryptic depths. Despite exhaustive searches, he remained elusive, swallowed by the lake's mystery. As time unfurled from days to years, Thomas's father was haunted by remorse and sorrow, his son's loss a constant companion. Then, in a twist of fate, nearly 6 decades later in 1907, at 91, he witnessed a phenomenon at the lake, a vortex mirroring that fateful day. Astonishingly, it revealed a figure, his son, Thomas, still a youth at 15, unaltered by time's passage. Authorities confirmed his identity through fingerprints, identical to those of the boy lost 58 years prior. Thomas, returned yet without recollection of his absence, became living testimony to the unfathomable, hinting at the plausible reality of time travel, a narrative as bewildering as it is enthralling. Number 2. The Man from Taured. On a bright July day in 1954, amidst the lively hustle of Haneda Airport, filled with travelers and workers, a remarkable incident unfolded that would leave people baffled for years to come. An unusual figure emerged, capturing the curious glances of those around him. This man, tall and with a thick beard, wore an intriguing mix of European and Eastern clothing, indicating a worldly existence. Despite the heat, he maintained a composed demeanor, moving through the crowd with a calm assurance. Upon reaching the immigration counter, his unique appearance and serene manner piqued the interest of the officers. The passport he presented initiated a bewildering sequence of events. This passport, authentic in appearance, listed his country of origin as Taured, a nation completely unknown to the airport staff. The mention of Taured sent ripples of confusion among them, while the man himself remained undisturbed, confidently asserting the legitimacy of his documents. When asked to locate Taured on a map, he pointed without hesitation to an area between France and Spain, claiming its existence for over 1,000 years. This claim only deepened the enigma, leaving officials bewildered and searching for answers. The incident sparked widespread speculation and intrigue, with theories ranging from espionage to time travel. Every detail of the man's story and behavior was scrutinized, yet the truth about him and Taured remained elusive. Despite extensive investigations, the man from Taured seemed to vanish as mysteriously as he had appeared, leaving behind a trail of unanswered questions and a lasting legacy of fascination. To this day, the tale of the man from Taured remains one of the most captivating mysteries, a story that challenges our perception of reality and continues to intrigue and captivate. Number 1. The Mystery of the Philadelphia Experiment. In the midst of the bustling 1940s, with war coloring every aspect of life, whispers spread about the U.S. Navy's clandestine ventures. The USS Eldridge, a nimble destroyer escort, unwittingly became the heart of one such enigmatic story, enveloped in mystery and intrigue. Dubbed the Philadelphia Experiment, it was allegedly the Navy's audacious foray into applying Einstein's revolutionary unified field theory. This theory, which proposed a fusion of electromagnetism and gravity, ignited the imaginations of scientists and military planners alike, hinting at the tantalizing prospect of rendering ships invisible to enemy radars. On that unforgettable day in October 1943, as the Eldridge docked at Philadelphia's Naval Shipyard, a mix of anticipation and restlessness filled the air, salty and thick. The crew, visibly on edge, teetered between hope and skepticism, their thoughts a whirlwind of possibilities and doubts. As the crucial moment arrived, an unusual energy enveloped the ship, vibrating with potential, until suddenly, amidst a spectacular fusion of light and sound, the Eldridge disappeared from sight, leaving an indelible mark of astonishment and marvel. The stories of what transpired next diverge, adding to the enigma. Some witnesses claimed the Eldridge materialized off the coast of Norfolk, Virginia, its return marked by bizarre distortions in space and time. Others recounted the harrowing effects on the crew, some allegedly fused to the ship's structure or lost to madness, victims of the ordeal's untold horrors. Among the most vivid testimonies was that of Carlos Allende, who asserted with conviction that the Eldridge had indeed vanished, not just from radar but from sight, challenging disbelief with his direct observations from the SS Andrew Furuseth. Allende's account offered a compelling glimpse into the chaos and bewilderment that ensued as he watched the Eldridge reappear in a distant harbor, only to vanish once more. Over the years, the legend of the Philadelphia Experiment has flourished, evolving from mere hearsay to a significant cultural phenomenon. It captivates a wide audience, from conspiracy theorists and historians to skeptics and the simply curious, despite a lack of solid proof and the Navy's steadfast denials. The tale endures, a testament to the enduring allure of the unknown, whether seen as a cautionary tale of scientific hubris or an intriguing peek into nature's secrets. The Philadelphia Experiment remains a compelling enigma, woven into the fabric of history and legend for future generations to ponder.